What is up? It is episode number 14 of the Omaha Dreams podcast, hosted by
Brendan Young, career 300 high school hitter, a measly zero-star baseball recruit, and Connor Heilman, the all-time leader in Little League walks, eyes like a hawk, but he ain't built like one.
So today we're going to start with the weekend wrap up for week 8. We're going to move to our top weekend performers, followed by top 25 movement. It's getting a little crazy again.
Not as crazy as the last one.
Not. No. Two
Actually,
weeks ago was insane.
Yeah.
We did like every team.
It was
It
like
was
every
stupid.
team.
Then we will move to midweek preview for week 9. And the long wait is over. We are doing our favorite team. We're going to pick our favorite teams today. I'm excited. I've had my shirt for weeks.
I haven't.
It's dirty. It smells. It's grit.
I've had mine. Is that a hint?
No.
Dirty?
It could be. It could be. We'll have to wait and see. We'll do that at the very end, though.
I got mine on Friday because mine was delivered by a pigeon. It took forever to get here. We ordered it like after we recorded episode 4, I think.
Yeah.
And yours came like
the next week.
Yeah, a week later, and mine took like 4 or 5 weeks.
Someone walked it here.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Who were your top 3? Tennessee, Arizona, Grand Canyon. So based on how long it took, he had to be coming from the canyon, baby. That's my guess from the top.
Well, I mean, Arizona and Grand Canyon are from the same state.
That's true.
So it might narrow it down a little.
Yeah. What's faster, a wildcat or an antelope?
Probably an antelope.
Okay, so I'm going with the wildcat then. All right, well, let's get into our weekend wrap up for week 8. We have 22 North Carolina at 12 Louisville.
Some might say this series was a bomb.
I had Louisville 2 out of 3. Would you have?
I had Louisville 2 out of 3 as well.
Nice. Well, we got it right. Friday, UNC is going to win this one 13-9, though. The Tar Heels dominated this game. Louisville gets 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th to make it look close, but UNC bangs up starting pitcher Tate Kierner. He gives up 8 runs, 6 of which are earned on 6 hits, 2 walks. He only goes 2 innings pitched, and he picks up his second loss of the season.
Yeah, my note of the day was UNC's monster offensive game here. They have 17 hits, 6 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. And 2 of those homers are coming from my UNC player to watch, Alberto Osuna, first year with the Tar Heels. He goes 4 for 4 with 2 homers and 6 ribbies.
Yeah.
Saturday, Louisville is going to win this one 9-8 in 10 innings.
Yeah. Albert Osuna comes out hot again, hitting a 2-run home run in the second to take a 2-0 lead. Louisville would respond with 5 in the 4th. 4 of these runs come from a grand slam from first baseman Ben Bianco to take a 5-2 lead. The teams then trade some runs in the middle frame. And top of 7th, Danny Soretti hits a 3-run home run to cut the UNC deficit to 7-6. The Cardinals get, I don't know how many they get. Someone didn't write it down. Someone did a poor job. That someone was me. I believe it is, I'm going to say it's 1.
In the what?
In the top of the 7th. Or no, in the bottom of the 7th.
I don't have that written down. Either way.
I think it's 1. We'll go with 1. Wow, that's just piss poor on my part.
So unprofessional.
Well, it's due to an error. Louisville would then be an out away when a fly ball would get away from right fielder Isaac Humphrey, and 2 Tar Heel runs would come across. In the bottom of the 10th, Ben Metzinger would have a 3-2 count when he would homer to left field and walk it off for the Cardinals.
Yeah, he's been a stud for Louisville this year.
Yeah. Anything else for this game?
No, that's all I got. You summed it up pretty well.
Yeah, I want to shout out Michael Przecki. I always shout him out. I love him. He's the best. He goes 3 1/3. He allows 2 runs, 0 earned on 2 hits, 2 walks. He gets 2 Ks and he picks up his second win of the season for a guy who usually just closes out games. So
Yeah, solid.
you want to take Sunday?
Sure. Sunday, Louisville is going to win this one 6-5 in 14 innings. My synopsis isn't going to be as in depth as Connor's usually are. UNC's winning this game 5-1 when the police are tipped off, not the band, the actual police are tipped off that there is a bomb planted at Jim Patterson Stadium. All the fans and players are evacuated from the premise. No bomb is found, obviously.
Thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully. No, they resumed play, I think like 2.5 hours later.
Yeah.
With no fans in the stadium. Louisville would have a 4-run bottom of the ninth, which would tie the game up. So that little break, I guess, helped them out. So, I mean, whoever tipped in the bomb was like, you know what's going to help out these Cardinals right now? That was a hot little break. They needed some more Gatorade.
Oh man.
4 runs in 1 inning, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Then there's 3 scoreless innings into the 14th when Isaac Humphrey, who you mentioned, would call game with a single down the line to score Jack Payton.
Yeah. My player of the weekend here is going to be first baseman Ben Bianco. He goes 5 for 13 with 2 walks, 3 home runs, and 8 RBIs. A solid weekend for him.
Beef.
I do have some final thoughts for you. So Louisville is 9-3 right now in conference play. Do you think they can keep it up? I have the Louisville schedule pulled up right here. Next weekend they get Florida. They're at Florida State. Then following weekend they have NC State at home. They still have Clemson. They're at Wake Forest, at Virginia Tech, and at Virginia. So they still have a lot of good teams to play.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. I'd like to see. I didn't get a chance to look at the ACC standings, but I'm pretty sure. Let me look at it real quick.
They also
They're ahead
have
of Notre Dame.
Here's a couple of their midweek games. So this week they'll be playing Cincinnati, which isn't anything too crazy. They got Kentucky, which is pretty good SEC school.
That reschedule.
Yeah. They also are at Vanderbilt. So their schedule is not super easy down the stretch here.
I mean, looking at their side of the conference, I want to say that they're in the easier side of the division.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the Atlantic. The Coastal they have Miami, Virginia, Virginia Tech, UNC, Georgia Tech, Pitt, and Duke. The Atlantic, I mean, Florida State has looked good at times this season. Same with Wake Forest. Notre Dame is the only other comp in their side of the conference, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think Louisville definitely can make it out of their side of the conference.
Yeah. You think they can take that side?
Yeah.
All right.
How about you?
Yeah. I mean, I think they have some tough baseball left to be played. Going to Wake Forest, Florida State, Virginia Tech, that's tough.
Yeah.
You do get Virginia at the very end of the season, but that's at home. So depending how they look from now to then, I think Louisville's been playing really good baseball.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, they haven't really looked bad at all this season, I don't think.
I don't think so. No.
I mean, they've lost a game here or there, but I mean, their offense always shows up and shows out.
So with that being said, UNC is 3-5 in their last 8. Do we think they can turn it around, or are they looking rough down the stretch? You think?
They definitely at some point could turn it around and, get hot at the end of the season, maybe win the conference in their tournament. I mean, they have a 21-11 record right now overall. I don't know.
They basically play.
They might get a bid at the ACC tournament.
Yeah.
If they turn it around, they'll get a bid, and then eventually, depending on how they do in that tournament, could make the regionals. But
yeah.
Do you have the rest of their schedule pulled up?
Yeah, I just had it pulled up. So it's basically the same as Louisville's. They do have to play. They have Georgia Tech this upcoming weekend. Then they're at Virginia, at NC State. Then they have Wake Forest at home, and then Florida State at home to finish the season. They also have Liberty for a midweek matchup, Charlotte for a midweek matchup, and Campbell for a midweek matchup. So those are some tough midweek matchups. They get them
Yeah.
all at home. But
I mean,
the way they've been playing, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they drop two of those midweek matchups
mhm.
as of right now. Now, who knows between now and then, but
A lot of these, major conferences, they're going to play good teams down the stretch no matter what.
yeah,
It's just basically how they're looking going into those games,
yeah,
which UNC,
it's not been looking great.
no, it hasn't.
Yeah. Well, next we got 3 Virginia at 8 Miami. I had Virginia 2 out of 3. What'd you have?
I have Virginia. I have Virginia.
Okay.
I was going to say I wanted,
I think you wanted to take Miami.
yeah, I did, but I ended up taking Virginia.
Well, we got a Miami sweep. Bring out the brooms, baby. Friday, Miami wins this one 6-2. They get 2 runs in the top of the second, or Virginia gets 2 runs in the top of the second to take a 2-0 lead. Miami will get 1 back in the bottom half of this inning. Yohandy Morales would get a 2-run home run in the bottom of the third. That would end up being the tying and go ahead runs. Miami out hit Virginia 10-2 in this one. The 2 runs that were scored were unearned. Another solid day for Carson Palmquist. He goes 6 innings, allowed 2 runs, 0 earned on 2 hits, 3 walks, 8 Ks, and picks up his 6th win of the season.
Mm-hmm. My notes for the game were Yo-Yo and Max Romero both hit. They both go 2 for 4 and both hit a homer. Miami has 3 errors in this one, but it doesn't seem to cost them.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't seem. It definitely doesn't cost them.
Yeah.
So Saturday, Miami is going to win this one 5-4. They have a 4-run fourth, which is going to be all the run. Or sorry, Virginia has a 4-run fourth, which is going to be all the runs that they score in this one. Yo-Yo Morales hits another solo shot in the bottom of the 7th to give the Canes a 1-run lead, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah. I also have Andrew Walters here. He comes in the 9th. He gives up 2 hits, gets 2 Ks, closes out the game, and gets 10th save of the season. So solid year for him.
Yeah, 10 saves is pretty good.
Sunday, Miami wins this one 15-5. Virginia would lead 3-0 through 3. In the bottom of the third, Miami would get 5 runs, 3 of which come from a Edgardo Villegas home run. He goes 2 for 4 on the day with 2 walks. They would add 6 more in the bottom of the fourth. Both teams would add a few more runs, but the Hurricanes bring out the brooms, baby. They sweep them. Virginia had 3 errors in this game. They count for 3 unearned runs, but I mean, it wasn't close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miami offense is absolutely dominant in this game.
Yeah.
They collect 13 hits, 13 walks. They total 28 base runners in this game. It's kind of hard to win a game from Virginia's perspective when you're allowing that many guys on base.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, Miami's looked great the past few weekends.
Yeah. My player of the series here is going to be third baseman Yo-Yo. He goes 4 for 10 with 2 walks. He has a double, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs. So my final thoughts here: Virginia is 4-4 in their last 8. Have they come back down to earth?
Yeah, I still think I don't know, man. I think this might be the start of like the Virginia slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
They were ridiculously hot to start the season.
Yeah.
I don't know if that continues. I really like Georgia Tech in that side of the conference, despite their pitching inequities. But
their obvious flaw.
Yeah, their obvious flaw.
Yeah.
But Virginia is definitely still a really good team, I think.
Yeah. Miami has now won 13 straight. Is it fair to say that they are the second hottest team in college baseball right now?
I mean,
right?
They can't be number one.
No, I mean, you can't be number one. There's an obvious number one.
Yeah. But yeah, for sure. That's what, the second longest streak right now?
I believe so, yes.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Campbell's on a nice hot streak too.
They've won 8 straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our boys.
Yeah. The Camels, baby. Next series we got is 23 TCU at 7 Texas. I had Texas 2 out of 3. I think you did as well.
I did. Yep.
Well, we had it perfect. So Friday, Texas wins this one 2-0. Both of the Longhorn runs would come across on ground outs in the bottom of the 4th and 7th. So obviously it was a pitching duel. Texas outhits TCU 4-2. They outwalked them though 7-1. It was
Can we talk about how ridiculous Pete Hansen was in this game?
yeah. I was just about to mention. I'll let you take it if you want.
Yeah, I mean, he goes 9, allows 2 hits, walks one guy,
Yeah.
and doesn't allow any runs.
No, he gets 12 Ks.
Yeah,
He also is sitting at a perfect 6-0 record so far.
yeah, he's looked great. Also, I mean, this was a great pitching matchup overall. TCU's Riley Cornelio, he goes 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and then Luke Savage enters the game in the 7th and gives up 2 hits and no earned runs. So
yeah,
great name too.
Yeah, I like it. Saturday, TCU wins this one 7-5. TCU would jump out to a 3-1 lead. After the first and the top of the second, a 3-run home run from Braden Taylor would score what would prove to be the winning run of the game. TCU would out-hit Texas in this one, 14-7. Texas did have 3 errors in this one, but it only accounted for 1 unearned run. I want to shout out a couple guys here. Shortstop Tommy Sacco went 4-for-4 with a walk. He had 2 doubles.
Tommy Sacco.
Yeah. Seiko, maybe it's Seiko.
It's probably Seiko.
We'll say Seiko.
Sacco would be a really bad name.
He also had an RBI and 2 steals. Caleb Bolden would come in relief. He would go 4 2/3. He allows 1 earned run on 3 hits, only 1 K, but he picks up his 3rd win of the season. And my boy River Ridings closes it out and picks up his 9th save of the year. So shout out to my boy River, flowing like a river, baby.
Sunday, Texas is going to win this rubber match 7-3.
Yeah.
This game is tied at 2 after 4 innings. Texas just keeps their foot on the gas pedal. They score a few more runs throughout the rest of this game. Ivan Melendez, the Cuban missile, hits that homer I told you to watch out for. He hits a 2-run shot in the 3rd, but
yeah. My player of the weekend has to go to Pete Hansen.
Yeah.
Without him,
dominant.
They don't win Friday, brother. Or if maybe they do, but he was absolutely dominant.
He was.
My final thoughts for this series: TCU is 3-5 in their last 8.
Get him out of the top 25 and never bring him back.
Are they going to be able to right the ship, you think?
No.
They
might be able to right the ship, but there's no way they go back into the top 25.
That's fair. Texas wins this series, but they have a 5-4 conference record. Would you still consider them the best team in the Big 12?
Texas Tech is really good.
Yeah. They had a tough week, a week ago or 2 weeks ago?
They haven't played head-to-head yet, have they? No,
yeah.
They did.
Yeah, Texas Tech took it.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State's a very good team as well.
I'm going to say, I don't know. I think Texas just had that weird cold stretch in the middle of their season. Yeah. I still think they're the best team.
You still think they're the best team? Yeah. You're not going to give it to the Red Raiders?
Nah.
No. Okay. I think right now I would say Texas Tech.
Well, you said, are they the best team?
Yeah.
You didn't say right now.
Okay.
Right now, I might say Texas Tech. But
okay.
Like at the end of Big 12.
I'm still saying Texas Tech is the best team because they took the series and they were absolutely electric in that series.
They were. Stole home.
Yeah. Insane.
Next series we're going to have is number 16, Vanderbilt at Auburn. I had Vanderbilt. I know you were high on your Auburn Tigers.
Yes, sir.
Connor is going to end up being right in this one. Auburn is going to win this series 2-1. Friday night, Auburn wins this one 5-1. Vanderbilt scores 1 run in the top of the 7th, so their offense was mid.
Yeah.
Maybe even worse than mid.
Yeah. Auburn out hits Vandy 7-2. I want to note Auburn pitchers. Starting pitcher Hayden Mullins goes 4 1/3. He allows 1 hit, 6 walks with 9 Ks.
The rest of their staff looked great too.
Yeah, he definitely could have gotten longer. Through 4 1/3, he had 93 pitches, and that's going to come with 6 walks.
Mm-hmm.
So Carson Skipper, he goes 2 2/3. He allows,
great name.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
That's like a baseball name.
That is a baseball name. He allows 1 earned run on 1 hit, 2 Ks, picks up his 3rd win of the season. And then Blake Burkhalter goes 2 innings pitched, allows 1 walk with 4 Ks to pick up his 7th save of the season. Saturday, Vandy's going to rebound. They win this one 19-4. Auburn would have a 1-0 lead going to the top of the 4th. Vandy would then get 9 runs in this inning. Let's fast forward to the top of the 9th where it was already ugly. sitting at 13-4, and Vandy would get 6 more. Vandy out hits Auburn this one 23-8. Vandy had 5 different hitters that would get 3 RBIs. They combined for 10 doubles and 4 home runs as a team. Specifically, DH Dominic Keegan goes 4 for 5. He has 3 doubles and 3 RBIs.
Yeah, he had a monster day.
Catcher Jack Bolger goes 5 for 5 with a walk, 2 doubles, and 2 RBIs. I don't know. I don't have much else on this.
Yeah, that's really all there was. It's pretty not close game.
Yeah, it was not close at all.
Sunday, Auburn is going to win this one 8-2. This game again was not entirely close. All but one of the runs in this game come in the first 3 innings. Sonny DiChiara,
My player to watch, baby. Yeah.
he goes 3 for 5 with 2 homers, a double, and 5 ribbies in this one.
Yeah, and he's going to be my player of the series. He
He had a great series.
He goes 5 for 12 with 2 walks, a double, 3 home runs, and 6 RBIs on the weekend. So Ole Miss has lost 4 straight. They're 3-5 in the last 8. They have not looked right since they played Tennessee.
They have it.
Is Tennessee wrecking the mental state of the teams they play?
They have to be.
It seems like it, right?
It seems like they're sucking all of the mental energy straight into them.
They're just taking all their life.
They are.
They're just sucking life from other teams and just taking it, and
That's what
then they just keep rolling. It's insane.
They're just getting hotter and hotter. I don't know how it happens.
Auburn now has had 2 big weekend series in a row. Do you think they can keep this pace? I'm high on the Tigers, so obviously I'm gonna believe in them. I can tell you who they play next week.
Let me look at it.
They're at Mississippi State next week.
Dub.
Then they have South Carolina at home.
I don't know. South Carolina likes to be a spoiler. I'm not gonna say dub yet.
But then they get 2 tough draws here. They are at Tennessee, and then they're home versus Arkansas, and then they're home against Alabama and at Kentucky to finish the season. So
Yeah.
I think the easiest part there is going to be the end of their
weekend.
season. Yeah, maybe next season. Mississippi State just hasn't looked right this season.
No, they haven't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say no.
no,
No.
you don't think they'll be able to keep it hot?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
Let me look at the SEC right now. Because I'd like to see where all these other teams stand at.
Yeah, I mean, Tuscaloosa had a big weekend too.
They did.
So
Let's see. They are sitting behind LSU and Arkansas right now,
Mhm.
with Alabama, Texas A&M, and Ole Miss right behind them.
yeah,
Ole Miss is really good.
they've already played Ole Miss though.
Yeah, but Ole Miss could get as hot or even hotter than Auburn. Texas A&M, I think they've already played, but
Yeah, I think they have.
Texas A&M always likes to beat good teams. I don't know. I don't want to say they're not good, but
You think they've just been hot the past
Yeah.
couple weeks?
yeah,
Okay.
I don't think they'll end up like winning the conference or anything.
No, I think that would be a stretch, but I
They'll
think,
probably end up making it to regionals.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
Mhm.
Okay. Next series we got is James Madison at the College of Charleston.
You forsake our friend and you got it wrong.
I had JMU 2 out of 3. It was a College of Charleston sweep.
That's right, baby. Roll Cougs.
Friday, Charleston wins it 6-3. The Cougs would have a 3-2 lead going into the bottom of the 4th. They would get 3 more in this inning and take game 1. JMU makes 3 errors, which account
Yeah, 3 errors. Yeah,
which
yeah.
account for 2 unearned runs.
4
unearned runs.
4 unearned runs.
Oh my,
Yeah.
that's even worse.
Way worse.
I do want to give a shout out to my boy William Pravetti, who I mentioned in the weekend preview.
Because he lost.
No, he's on the Cougs. He goes 1 1/3. He allows 1 walk, 3 Ks
He's on the Cougs.
to earn his 6th save of the season.
Saturday, College of Charleston is gonna win this one 10-9. JMU leads this one 9-6 going in the top of the 7th. CFC would score 4 in the bottom of the 9th to win this game.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. 3 of these 3 of these runs in the last inning would be unearned.
I think 4 of them are.
4?
Yeah.
Either way.
Or no, maybe no, you're right. It was 3. I'm sorry.
3 runs are unearned. I mean, it's 2 bad defensive nights for
5 combined errors
for
It was
James
gross.
Madison, resulting in losses in both of these games.
Yeah.
Chase DeLauder, though, for JMU, he has a monster game in this one. He goes for 4 for 4 with a double, a triple, and 2 walks.
Yeah. Well, for the Cougs, right fielder Sam Kirkrain goes 3 for 4 with a walk, a triple, and 3 RBIs. Sunday, the Cougs win at 7-6. JMU would be down 6-3 going into the top of the 8th. They would get 2 runs in this inning and 1 more in the top of the 9th to tie it up. Cam Dean would be the hero, though, for the Cougs, hitting the RBI single to left, scoring McLendon Sears to walk it off and take the sweep.
What a first name.
Get the Brooms out in Charleston, South Carolina, baby.
The next series we are going to have.
Hold on. Before we move on, my final thought. Well, first off, my player of the weekend is going to be right fielder Sam Kirkrain, who goes 6 for 10 with a walk, a triple, and 6 RBIs. My final thought, though, is if I keep picking against the College of Charleston, how far can they go? Can they make it all the way if I just keep picking against them?
They could win the whole thing.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I just keep doing. I might just do
You
the
might as
College
well.
of Charleston a favor and just keep picking against them.
Them or your favorite team, which we'll release later.
That's true.
Well, you can't pick against your favorite team.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Anyways,
we digress.
the next series we're going to have is Nevada at UNLV, which is a matchup of Connor and I's picks for the Mountain West. Connor picked UNLV to win the conference. I picked Nevada. They're going at it in an in-conference matchup here, in-state rivalry. Friday night, Nevada is going to win 9-7 in 10 innings. They got a little bonus baseball in this one. UNLV leads this one 6-1 at the end of the third. They have a 4-run third inning after a triple and a homer. Nevada would start their comeback in the 6th, where they'd score 1 run and then another run in the 7th. A 3-run 8th would put them within 1 run of the Rebels. They would then go on to score 1 in the top of the 9th to tie the game, and then score 2 more in the top of the 10th, which the Rebels would not be able to respond to.
Yeah. UNLV had 3 errors here, 3 unearned runs. So that kills you.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that.
2 of theirs came off unearned runs, but
Whatever. Well, Saturday, Nevada wins this football game 22-13.
football game.
I mean, baseball. Looking like a football score. I don't know, dude. 37 combined hits. It looks like a football score.
It does.
It tastes like a football score.
It smells like it too.
But it doesn't smell like it because the grass smells a little bit different, baby.
Got a little bit of dirt in there.
Yeah. Sunday, UNLV wins this one 9-8 in the 10th. They get a walk home in the 10th inning to win it. Not much else to be said, I don't think, for this one.
Yeah, the Rebels are leading most of this game until the Wolfpack come back and tied in the 8th with 3 runs, and then they score another 3 in the top of the 9th to take a 3-run lead. So
yeah. All right, let's move to honorable mentions. Do you want me to go first this week?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, my first one was Davidson at VCU. I had Davidson taking it 2 out of 3. That is what they do. They take it 2 out of 3. So the Wildcats improved their record to 24-6. They're looking really good. Then my next one was Florida Gulf Coast at Liberty. I had Florida Gulf Coast taking 2 out of 3, and it would be a Liberty sweep. So shout out to the Flames for flaming me real good.
My honorable mentions are going to be, not going to be, they were number 18 Southern Miss at Charlotte. I took Southern Miss. I thought you were about to reveal your team.
No,
right
I was
there.
making sure that was tight.
Southern Miss sweep Charlotte. I had 2 of 3. They still end up winning.
Yeah.
Next series is going to be Clemson at Notre Dame, number 13, Fighting Irish. I took Notre Dame. They end up sweeping Clemson.
Yeah.
So how'd you go on the weekend?
Not great.
Not great.
I feel like I never do great. Uh, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. I go 4-4.
4-4.
That's modest.
6-2.
Damn, that's a good week.
I was hot.
That is a good. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Well, good job.
Yeah, I mean, probably my best weekend so far.
I feel like it has to be.
It has to be.
6-2 is really good.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, who are your top 25 performers?
My what?
Your top 3 performers.
My top weekend performers.
Top 3, top weekend, top
I
3 weekend performers.
I always have 4.
Well,
Come on.
we're supposed to do 3, so.
No. I always do 4. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
'cause-
you do 3 and I do 4.
Yeah, because I like to steal yours.
That's true. All right. Well, I'm gonna start. My first guy is gonna be Pete Hansen. We already talked about him.
He was mine too.
Yeah. How can you not pick him?
Yeah, he's a monster game.
Do you have another pitcher?
No.
Okay, I will go then. I'm gonna take Graham Lauberscher. Lauberscher.
Lawbacher.
It's Laubscher. What do you think? Laubascher?
Sure.
Okay. Well, he pitches for St. Thomas on Saturday against North
The
Dakota
Island?
State. No, the school. He helps his team to a 6-0 win. He goes 8 1/3, allows 0 earned runs on 2 hits, 3 walks with 15 Ks to improve his record to 1-5 on the year.
Nice. Looking great.
Yeah.
I already talked about my pitcher.
Mhm.
We talked about him in the Texas matchup and when Connor picked him as well. I mean, CG shot piece, you have to mention it.
Yep.
My next performer is going to be Kevin Parada for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, he had a good weekend.
We talk about him all the time. He goes 7 for 14, 3 homers, a triple, and 7 RBIs. He's a key factor in the series against Florida State and
Mhm.
their bounce back series victory after losing to Virginia last weekend.
Yeah. My first hitter is going to be Sonny DeCherry, who we already talked about. He was my player to watch. He had a great weekend. That has never happened for me before. So he's going to be one of my top hitters for the weekend. Yeah.
Word. My last hitter is going to be Tyler Wilson,
Okay.
first baseman from the Grand Canyon University. He goes 9 for 14 with a homer, 2 doubles, 2 ribbies, a walk, and a stolen base. He only strikes out once during the series, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Saturday, he goes 5 for 5, has a monster day. And Grand Canyon sweeps Dixie State and finishes the weekend with a 23-11 record.
Nice.
With 6 straight dubs.
I like it. My last guy is going to be Ben Bianco, who I already talked about. He had a great weekend as well for Louisville.
Did you just
so.
like copy and paste all this? or what?
Basically, well, the guys who I had for my players of the weekend,
They had
they actually had really good weekends. So I had 3 of them, which I don't think usually I do like 1 or like maybe 1,
Mhm.
but this weekend I was like, these guys just showed out. So let's move to top 25 movement. We're going to start at number 1, as we always do. Tennessee is now 31-1. They just swept Missouri, and they have won 23 straight games.
Yeah, this is a consensus number 1. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't have Tennessee at number 1, you are dumb.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Straight up dingus. Number 2 is going to be Miami Hurricanes. They jump from number 8 to number 2 after they go 5-0 on the week. They have a great week.
Yeah. 13 straight, man.
It's impressive.
They're looking good. Oregon State will be number 3. They jump up from number 5. They're 24-7. They go 4-0 this past week. They sweep USC this past weekend.
Yeah, this is the first time where I'm like, I feel like this is the first time they've really added anything to their resume.
Yeah.
USC is a good team, and
Yeah.
to sweep them, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 4 is going to be the Texas Tech Red Raiders. They don't budge after going 3-2 on the week.
Yeah, they're sitting at 27-8. They look tough, and I was worried that they were going to be plummeting down the rankings, but they sweep Kansas State and hold steady. So
Yep.
5 is going to be Oklahoma State. They move up 1 spot. They're 23-9. They go 3-1 this past week, and they take 2 out of 3 from Oklahoma this past weekend.
Arkansas is going to drop from number 2 to number 6 after they lose their series to the Florida Gators.
Yeah.
Who had just dropped out of the top 25 last week.
Yeah. Number 8 is going to be Virginia. They're 26-6. They dropped from number 3. They're 1-3 last week, and they get swept by Miami. So
yeah, there weren't a lot of teams in the top 25 that either went 500 or were below 500 on the week.
yeah,
And
it was a weird week.
Yeah, there were like 3 teams, I think, in the top 25.
Yeah.
That didn't do so hot. They were one of them, so they are going to drop 5 spots.
Yeah.
Louisville is going to jump from number 12 to number 9. We talked about them.
Yeah. They're sitting at 23-8 right now. So good record for them. Number 10 is going to be Notre Dame. They're 20-5. They've won 8 straight. They also move up 3 spots. And Brendan already talked about them sweeping Clemson.
Yep. Southern Miss is going to be just outside the top 10 at number 11. My squad, the Golden Eagles. They entered the top 25 last weekend. At number 18, they go 4-0 on the week, and they jump another 7 spots.
My UCLA Bruins are going to be number 12. They're 22-9 on the year. They go 3-1 last week. The people's champion. They go to take 2 out of 3 from Utah. So
Gonzaga is going to move up 3 spots from number 17 to number 14. I don't really know what else to say about them.
Yeah.
Number 5 basketball team always blows it. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, fair enough. Number 15 is going to be LSU. They're 23-9. They move up 4 spots, and they go 4-0 last week, and they sweep Mississippi State. So.
Nice. Dallas Baptist, another squad that Connor and I both love.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to jump to number 16 from number 24 after they go 4-0 on the week.
Yeah. My Auburn Tigers, who I said were going to enter the top 25, do enter it at number 17. They're 22-10 on the season. They go 3-1 last week, and they take 2 out of 3 from Vanderbilt.
UConn.
God, UConn.
This is going to be the first time they jump above 25. I'm just kidding. I think they were at 24 once. They jump to number 18. They go 5-0 on the week.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Texas State will drop 9 spots. They're sitting at 24-9 now. They go 1-3 on the week, and they lose 2 of 3 from Georgia Southern this past weekend.
And they lost to A&M during the week.
Yeah.
It was a couple tough losses for them.
Yeah.
Arizona is going to be the pendulum swing.
The pendulum swing, baby.
Next week they're going to sweep whoever they play and enter the top 10. They're number 20. They were just number 11 last week. They lose their series to Washington State.
Number 21 is going to be Virginia Tech. This has been a sneaky team. I feel like they're 20-8 on the season. They go 3-1 last week, and they take 2 out of 3 from NC State.
Mm-hmm. Next, we're going to have re-entering the top 25 at number 22 is going to be Stanford. What's their mascot? The Cardinals?
Yeah.
Stanford Cardinals.
The trees.
Yep. They sweep. Why do I have NC State written down?
That's not right. It's ASU.
Yeah. They definitely swept ASU. The Sun Devils.
Florida will re-enter at 23. They go 3-1 this past week and take 2 out of 3 from Arkansas.
And last but not least.
Well, not last.
Oh, I skipped one.
You did skip one.
Alabama.
They're going to be offended.
They are.
They're going to be in the top 10 now. No, I'm just kidding.
The Crimson Tide, they enter the top 25 at number 24 after they sweep Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Ole Miss, they're going to round out the top 25. They fall back from number 9.
Yeah. So we have a couple teams drop out. Vandy was number 16. They lose 2 of 3 from Auburn. Florida State was number 20. They lose 2 of 3 from Georgia Tech. NC State was number 21. They lose 2 of 3 from Virginia Tech. UNC was number 22. They lost 2 of 3 to Louisville. And then TCU was 23. They lost 2 of 3 to Texas.
Who's your winner of the weekend?
My winner of the weekend, I mean, my obvious choice is going to be Auburn. So instead of them, I would have to say it's between Alabama and Virginia Tech, but I think I'm going to give the slight edge to Alabama. They looked really good this past weekend.
They did. I'm I'm gonna go with Southern Miss.
Okay.
They had a great week. They go 4-0. They swept Stetson, who's a good, mid-major team.
Yeah, for sure.
They are sitting just outside of the top 10.
Yeah.
They're poised to jump in there whenever they can.
Yeah.
I mean, they're basically just waiting for one of those teams to falter almost.
Yeah. Do you have any rebuttals with top 5? I think it's actually pretty good this week.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know. I still think Arkansas is really good.
Mhm.
I still am not a huge fan of Oregon State. I'd like to see maybe, Oregon State at number 6 and everybody else move up one, but
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. Who's your biggest loser?
Biggest loser, Vandy.
Vandy. Yeah.
I mean, to be a team that's favored to win the conference to end up dropping out of the top 25.
Yeah.
Losing 2 big series in a row.
I think
You got
that's
to be
fair.
the biggest loser.
Yeah. I like that pick. I'm going to take Texas State. They were at number 10. I was like, I think they're a little too high. I think I was right.
Yeah.
Who knows? They might bounce back and just run through this conference through the last part of this season, but they had a tough week. So
They definitely did. I
Who-
mean, they had a tough matchup in A&M.
Yeah, for
during
sure.
the middle of the week, which probably didn't help.
Yeah. Who's on the hot seat?
Hot seats. It's got to be Ole Miss.
That's what I'm saying.
It's got to
It
be Ole
has to
Miss.
be Ole Miss.
I mean, they dropped from number 9 to 25.
Yeah.
If you have to go 3-1 this upcoming week for them to stay in the top 25.
Yeah.
If they go 2-2, they're out.
Yeah. That's fair. All right. Who should we keep an eye on? Who's going to enter the top 25, you think?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech?
Yep.
Okay. I
Georgia
like
Tech.
that. I actually have 3 guys. And
3 guys?
3 guys, 3 teams.
How do you have 3 teams?
So I'm going to name these 3 teams because I want to talk about them because
Okay.
except for one of them, we talk about a lot. So I'll start with them. Campbell's 18-12. They've won 8 straight. I think they have a good chance. That's not who I'm taking though. Davidson is 24-6. They're 20-4 at home, which is absolutely gross.
They're not going to enter.
But I don't think they're going to enter the top 25. So I'm going to go with Rutgers at 25-6. They've won 10 straight. And I think they have the best chance of any Big Ten team recently to get in the top 25. So
For sure. Do you know who they play next weekend?
they will be matching up against Indiana at home.
Nobody too crazy, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a 3-1 week, they could end up doing it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, let's move to the midweek preview.
We might as well just start with Rutgers.
Well, that's on Wednesday. That'd be kind of a
Screw
weird
it, we're
start.
doing it.
All right, fine.
Wednesday, Penn is going to be at Rutgers.
I mean,
A
I
little
know,
Pennsylvania.
I know who you're taking.
A little Pennsylvania, New Jersey matchup across the river. It's literally right across the river.
Yeah.
Who do you think I'm taking?
You're taking Penn.
Yeah, I'm not taking Rutgers.
Yeah, I'm taking Rutgers because I think they're going to enter the top 25.
I
So
hope so.
that one,
I can't take Rutgers.
that one was easy. Tuesday, we'll move back to Tuesday now. First game we got is Michigan at 10, Notre Dame.
I know who
Michigan,
you're picking.
Michigan is 17-14. Notre Dame is 20-5. You're right.
Your
I
favorite
am.
team.
I am taking Michigan. They're not my favorite team, but I can't pick Notre Dame, so I'm taking Michigan.
I'm taking Notre Dame.
Okay, fair enough.
Next series we're gonna have is number 8, Virginia at Old Dominion. I know who you're gonna take in this one too.
You're right. I'm taking Old Dominion's upset, baby. They're my conference USA. Yeah, they're my conference USA winner. So I'm taking them to take this game. I think they play again later in the season. And I would be okay with saying maybe Virginia wins that one.
Not this one though.
No, Old Dominion's taking this one. Go
All right, well,
Monarchs.
I'm going with the Virginia Cavaliers. Next game we're gonna have is number 23, Florida at FSU. Who you got?
So Florida won the first game 6-3 on March 29th. Florida's 21-11. Florida State's 18-3. They're 2-6 in their last 8. They haven't been looking good. So give me Florida taking this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Florida as well.
Okay.
Our first consensus
Yeah.
pick.
And then the last game we got is Baylor at 19, Texas State. Baylor's 16-5. Texas State is 24-9. This one was hard for me, so I'm gonna let you go first, and then maybe I'll switch my pick.
Yeah, I think Baylor is definitely battle tested.
Yeah.
I think Texas State in their matchups, their big matchups. Actually, that's not true. They've beaten some good teams.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go with Baylor.
I'm taking Baylor as well. I think the thing that scares me is the 3-7 away.
Mhm.
Both these teams are 4-4 in their last 8 coming into this one, but I think Texas State had a rough week.
Mhm.
I think Baylor has been battle tested, like you said, and I think they'll take this one. So, how do you want to do this?
I don't know. How do you want to do it?
Do you want to say our top 3 first, and then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we should also say that we're moving away from the Week 9 preview
Yeah.
and jumping in to our favorite team reveal.
Yep.
So my top 3, like 5 weeks ago,
Yeah.
was Arizona, Tennessee, and Grand Canyon.
Yeah. My top 3 were NC State, Arizona State, and Long Beach State.
With that being said,
Do you want to go first?
yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm taking my talents. And if you didn't know, I'm bald.
Ah!
I'm taking my talents to Tucson, baby. Here, I'm gonna give an explanation first.
Okay. All right. My hair is looking fugazi right now.
Yeah, me too. Grand Canyon, they're good, but I just couldn't see myself picking one of those low tier teams, low conference teams. Not that they're low tier, but
Smaller conference.
yeah, I wanted to pick somebody who I thought could win,
Mhm.
and
That's fair.
Grand Canyon wasn't it. So it was basically for me down to Tennessee and Arizona,
Yeah.
and it was really hard to decide this, but it really came down to that Tennessee plays on a turf field,
Yeah.
and I had to pick a team that played with real grass and real
Yeah.
dirt. So
Okay.
I went with the Wildcats.
All right. All right. Well, I am formerly a fan of the Arizona State Sun Devils, baby.
That's awesome.
So for me, I liked all these teams, honestly. Long Beach State was, all the teams I picked, they were all kind of up there for
Mhm.
who would be my favorite. I was really between Long Beach State and Arizona State. But it came down to Dustin Pedroia and my love for him. So I am a Sun Devil fan, baby. So
Dude, that's awesome. We got an in-state matchup.
you picked yours, and I was like, no way, dude. I was like, there's no way. That's awesome, though.
It is.
All
Yeah,
right.
but I hate you now.
Yeah, I hate you. I already hated you, so this just works even better. All right. Well, make sure to follow us on Spotify. Give us that 5-star rating. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the thumbs up.
Ring the bell for notifications.
And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Omaha Dreams Pod. Have a great week.
Go Wildcats.
Go Sun Devils, baby.
Hey.
Yeah. Look. Going through changes. Boy meets world, no Korea Topanga. Environment's getting dangerous. Corner boys rock corner stores plus game bangers. Settle scores with turf wars all in the name of street signs, but in my mind is petty anger. I sympathize with most guys trying to get their weight up. Pockets dry, guess it's time to rob a stranger. Capitalism trained us. Power of the dollar is power, so can you blame us? So my ambitions aren't all that crazy. On top of that, TV raised me. So most of my views and attitudes are fuck you, pay me. And chase the tail of beautiful ladies. Man, it's amazing how lines recorded inside mama's basement can bring me close to an oasis. You know, as a youth back in '02, life was a zoo. 3 bed, 1 bath, 8 under 1 roof. Drug abuse, blind to the truth. Youngest of the troops had a short fuse. Now I spit fires in the booth, rapping over loops like Stella. Watch a nigga groove, let a nigga loose. It's simply the truth. I swear to God, he eat you whack motherfuckers up just like soup.